my name is Kiki and I am the co-owner of phila.gov, which is a restaurant in Center City that is currently closed. We've been closed for about 2 months now, and one of the things that I miss the most about going in to work every day is the very fresh, wonderful sushi grade raw tuna that we would use to make our poke bowls. So I don't really have daily access to that now. But I do have canned tuna. So we're not gonna make something that's very reminiscent of phila.gov at all, but it is definitely something that I had all the time as a kid, and it's like one of my comfort foods. So today I'm gonna be cooking with canned tuna, but I'm not going to be making a tuna salad sandwich. So I'm gonna show you, this is very basic. Canned tuna from 365 everyday value foods that you might be getting something similar in your box of free food, or you might already have it in your pantry. So before we cook that, Jawn, a few things. So anybody in Philly who needs food can get a box of food for free, no questions asked. Boxes cost $25 to make, so, and the need is very, very great for these. So if you are able to, you can chip in $25 to help somebody else to support cookthatjawn.com. The link is in their Instagram bio. So you can follow the hashtag cookthatjawn to see Philly chefs with different ideas to help you cook the different items in your boxes or in your pantry. So the things that I have available in front of me, you can definitely sub things out. They are, none of them are essential. I'm using, this is tuna that's in water with no salt added, which means I'm gonna add a little bit more salt to my tuna salad, and I'm gonna dump out the water. So if you have tuna with oil, which is actually what I prefer, but you know, not exactly picky right now, I will actually keep most of the oil in there because I like the taste of really oily fish, but I'm gonna dump this out. Transfer your tuna to a mixing bowl. And it's gonna wait for you. So the other things that I have for this, so the things that you absolutely do need are mayo, salt and pepper, rice, rice that'll kind of clump together. This is leftover rice from 2 days ago that I just reheated in the microwave with a little bit of water. You can add rice vinegar or some sort of light vinegar if you have it, but it's by no means essential. And I have seaweed. So you can get this for like a couple dollars at a store. So I was hoping to make you tuna salad Onigirazu, which is like a tuna salad rice sandwich, but you kind of need a larger sheet of seaweed, or I was even gonna use like a lettuce leaf for that. And these are little itty baby pieces of seaweed that I found in my pantry that I think were left over from phila.gov ages ago. So I think we're just gonna do like little hand rolls. Other than that, I have furikake, which is a rice seasoning. You absolutely do not need it. If you have like any seasoning that you prefer, just use that. And I have a couple eggs with salt and pepper in there that I'm gonna fry up. And just like a tiny bit of oil. So for the eggs, I'm going to fry a very thin sheet. So I want it, first the eggs are mixed up. So I want the stove to be on medium heat. Again, you don't need eggs, this is optional. I'm gonna be having this for breakfast, and I like an egg with breakfast, so we are making eggs. If you just have tuna, mayo, and rice, like that is a delicious combination, and something I would like always eat constantly as a kid, and nowadays constantly at home. So, okay. So while the pan is heating up, I have my tuna in a bowl. I like my tuna salads really, really, really basic. So I'm just gonna add salt and pepper. If you wanna add onion or whatever, go ahead and do that. Or celery, just make sure it's chopped pretty fine. And I would say like 3 tablespoons of mayo. Mix it. I would go less on mayo if you are using tuna that is packed in oil. Plenty of mayo for me. So I grew up in Hawaii and in Hong Kong. And in Hong Kong, you'd always see little rolls at the grocery stores and at convenience stores. That's essentially this. So like rice wrapped in seaweed with a little bit of tuna mayo salad on top. And that was like seriously one of my favorite things to get. Super, super cheap, but so incredibly delicious. We haven't had bread at home in a while. My staple starch is rice, and this is like stickier short grain rice. It's not really gonna stick as well with a long grain rice like basmati. But if you have basmati, like I've definitely tried overcooking it to get it to stick together better. So I don't want the pan too hot for the eggs if you happen to be using them, because I want to be able to control moving the egg around and create like a thin sheet of egg that I'm gonna slice or just like add to my rice sandwich or roll situation. So that might actually take a little bit longer than your average scrambled egg. I'll let that hang out there for a bit. So since these guys are so tiny, I think we're just gonna go with rolls. And I also have cucumbers here, sliced, and that's about it. So I'll try a square shape first, see if that works. I might not. So you're gonna wanna press the rice into your seaweed. I'm gonna season it with a little bit of furikake, put some slices of cucumber on there while we wait for our egg. So if you can see what I'm doing, that'd be helpful. put like a tablespoon of tuna sauce on there. If you want to do slices of hard-boiled eggs, that would work too. Or if you want to omit the tuna completely and just do this with hard-boiled eggs and a little bit of mayo, like I've definitely done that. It's really delicious. So the egg is scrambling, and I want it as flat as possible. This is 2 eggs in here. You can even do this the night before and keep this in the fridge. If you have scallions, like a lot of people are growing their scallions, you can put that in here. So you have a very flat, like plain scrambled omelet. Put it out into a cutting board. So you don't want to touch it while it's super hot. Be careful. And I'm going to cut off a little piece. Add it to my little egg sandwich, egg tuna mayo sandwich. So here I'm using plastic wrap. I don't normally at home, but I think it's going to help me form this a little better. So I would go ahead and eat this, like take this to work or whatever. But if I can have it sliced, I can show you the cross section. So it turns out that my mini Onigirazu did actually work.
So cute.